For my unit plan, I decided to do social studies for third grade. So the main focus was mostly geography and learning about the states, the regions, the continents, the oceans, and globes and maps. So for day one, they're going to be focusing on regions. So for my file folder game, I did it on regions. So what will happen is everything hangs down, all these little pieces. These are all the 5 regions that are in the United States. So we focus on the United States because that's where we live. And then we focus in on Florida, which is where we live within the United States. And then we move out to like the continents and the 7 continents and out further. So first one is going to be the 5 regions. So what they do is, here's the directions right here for them. And basically what they're going to be doing is they're going to be pocket matching. So pocket matching meaning these are the 5 regions that are hanging down for them. They're the shapes. They don't have the names on them. They have to match these shapes that they learned about in the lesson with the regions. So say the Southwest. So they will look through these and they'll find the Southwest and then they will put it in the pocket just like that. They'll put it in the little pocket like that. And they will continue to do this. And then they can come check their work with the teacher guide. So that's for day 1. For regions. Day 2, we go a little bit more in depth with what's within the regions, which are the states. So for the states, for this activity, they will, here's the directions. They will be using a pom-pom, just like this. And, oh my gosh, oh no. They will be using the pom-pom, and they will throw the pom-pom on these. These are Velcroed on here. So what they'll basically be doing is they'll throw the pom-pom in whatever state it lands on. They have to say that state, and then they can take it off. And these are Velcroed. And then they'll go through and continue to take off states until they get to the end. And they will say each state. So it helps them kind of by saying, doing, and seeing. That really helps them with learning all the states. So let's put that back on. And then for day 3, we'll move on to the continents. And for the continents, the game that we're doing, here are the directions. And they are going to be learning the 7 continents. So here's the map that they will use. And here's the little, and they'll stick their hand in here. And they're either going to find a continent or they're going to find a blank piece of paper. So if it's a blank piece of paper, oh, this is a continent. If it's a blank piece of paper, then they go to the partner, and it's their partner's turn. So this is a continent. So then I would go on the map, and I would find the continent and match it up. Oh, I think it's the other way. Match it up. And you will continue to do that. There's the 7 continents in here, but there's also blank pieces of paper. So it's kind of a little challenging for them because they're not always going to get a continent. And that helps them with learning the continents for day 3. And then moving on to day 4, we focus in on the oceans that surround the continents. And so our ocean game, for the directions, and what they will do, the directions, and what they will do is they're going to take their little fishies, they're going to have 6 fish in each ocean. So they're going to have 6 fish in the Arctic, Atlantic, Pacific, Indian, and so forth. So they'll have 6. And what they will do is they will take their fishing pole that I made for them, and it has the other end of the Velcro on it. So these fish have Velcros on them. And what they will do, let me put this on so you can see. They'll take the fish, say I'm putting them at the Indian Ocean. You want the Velcro side up, so that way when you go fishing for them, they stick. So I will do my spinner, which is right here, and I'll spin, and that'll tell me which ocean I'm going to go to, and then I'll spin again, and it'll tell me how many fish I need to collect from that ocean. So I got the Indian Ocean, and and I need to collect 6. So I would come over to the Indian Ocean. Let me put this up a little bit. And I would try and collect 6 of them. It's kind of like a hand-eye coordination thing. So there's one fish. And then they would go again, collect another one, and keep going. So it's fun because I kind of get sometimes to concentrate and really focus in and try and get, because they're kind of hard, the fishes are a little hard to get. So they do have to work at it and make sure all the Velcro pieces are facing up so they can get them. And so that's for day 4, because day 5 is kind of like the last day. So it kind of brings it all together with, so we have the oceans, we have the continents, we have the regions, we have all that. And those are all focused on the maps and globes. Those are all located on maps and globes. So that's our last file folder game, which is globes and maps. And in this one, here are the directions. It's called Compare and Contrast Globes and Maps. So what they're going to be doing is comparing and contrasting globes and maps, basically. So it's very similar to the pocket game. I made more pockets. So that's their pockets that they'll use. And with the pockets, they're going to take these popsicle sticks that have different facts on them, and they're going to have to put them where they belong. So it's either going to be describe a globe, a map, or it could be both. So like, for example, let's see, let's find one. So smaller versions of things. So that's going to be both, because a globe is a smaller version of Earth, and a map is a smaller version of what the world looks like, closer view. So let's do another one. How about a 3D model? That's going to be, oops, my thing fell. That's going to be, a 3D model is going to be the globe, because it's 3D. So they can continue to do that, and then they can come and check again with what they got as their answers. So those are my 5 file folder games that go along with my unit and all my lessons for 5 days. Thanks.